everyone, Martha here at Studio One Thrift with Inside the Style, our weekly show interviewing local people. Get to know them, I get to dress them up. As you can see, I have a rack ready. Her name is Sarah. She is an artist and a musician, a lovely person. We're gonna dig deep, find out some personal things, find out how she got from point A to point B. If you have any questions or comments, let us know in the comments what you think of each of the outfits, if you have questions for Sarah. But I do ask that you follow and support local artists. We need you. It is diminishing and it makes me sad. So stay with us and enjoy.
Today I felt like a redhead.
So here she is.
Hello.
Ms. Sarah, introduce yourself if you
I'm
would.
Sarah Lanier. I'm an artist locally and I'm in the band Little Bird and the Bad Eggs.
This is pretty new, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Last year was our first year, our first full year. So everybody in the band actually met in February.
Oh.
And we've just been getting to know each other, but we have some new original songs that we're coming out with this year, which is really exciting.
Nice. And it's all original?
No, we do covers and original songs.
Okay, what style of covers do you do?
So our goal is to kind of take popular songs from all different genres and make them in our own style. So that's kind of what we do. It's sort of a little bit of indie, a little bit of blues, a little bit of soul.
You chose this outfit first.
I like an outfit with some movement like this.
Where would you wear this?
Probably to a gig.
You would?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you feel
It's
good?
got some good movement.
Yeah, and walk forward so they can see your legs, how it opens up on the legs.
Yeah.
As you can
Moves
see, it's
around.
pants, and it's comfortable, right?
It is very comfortable.
Yeah.
I could also wear this to sleep in if I had to.
I'm sure it's important for you to also be comfortable on stage.
Yes, if I'm not comfortable in what I'm wearing, I can't move around and focus on what I'm doing.
And you feel self-conscious, too.
Yes, you're always like adjusting things.
Yes, I can only imagine. I'm like that just in general. Love the way you sing, by the way.
Thank
you are amazing.
Thank you.
No,
I
not
love
kidding.
singing. I love it.
You are so good at it.
I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes.
This one is amazing. I can't
I
believe
don't
how
know where I
perfectly
would
it
wear
fits
this,
you.
but it is so perfect. I love the color and the beadwork. First of all, if you buy something secondhand, you know it's not going to get destroyed in the wash because it's already survived somebody else's
That's so
life.
true.
Okay, so
Very
if you
true.
find it and it's in good shape, it's probably going to last you a long time. I got frustrated with buying things at cheaper retail stores and they, Kohl's or whatever, and they get ruined in the wash immediately. Also, I love that it's a one-of-a-kind piece.
Find trendy pieces as well.
Yes. Thrifting is great for trying out a style that you're not sure if you love it or not. Don't spend a lot of money on a piece.
You have rehearsal tonight.
I do.
Yeah, what do you guys rehearse?
We rehearse at our drummer's house, Chris Condell.
Oh, when are you playing? Where, when?
Right, okay, so we took the winter off to work on originals, and so we actually have a few shows coming up in May. May 7th, Blue Ridge Winery, we're playing the 8th annual Song and Wine Festival. And we're also playing at the Weona Park Memorial Day Festival. That is the following Friday in May. And then on May 31st, we're having a showcase for just our band at the Bell Tower in Martins Creek. So that's one that you wouldn't want to miss. Facebook and Instagram, we're under Little Bird and the Bad Eggs.
How did you come up with that name?
And it was right about when my marriage was ending. And my ex thought that I was hanging out with a bunch of degenerates and always calls me Little Bird. So, it was just kind of like these are my people, the Bad Eggs.
I'd like for you to see the jacket because, see, this is my style. I would wear this. And the reason for that is because when I wear something very dressy, I like to wear something to bring it down a little bit. To take that off. I like this jacket because it's very unique. It does have the ruching on the collar. It's got like kind of ruffles out at the bottom. It overlaps in the front.
It's very soft. It's a very comfortable jacket.
This is a sequin dress. Is it stretchy?
If it is, it's maxed out.
Okay.
It is comfortable though. It fits very well. I like these heels are also fabulous. Look at these.
Yeah, 100% leather. It does have like pretty stitching on the front and on the lapel and on the pockets. As you can see, it's comfortable, right?
Yes,
You know, you
play
got-
piano over the last few years, just so that I could have some music to sing along to. But I do solo gigs with the keyboard, and I play keys in the bad eggs.
Discover your artistic talent for your singing.
For the
I know you have
singing,
more artistic talents, but we'll talk about
I
that.
have always been singing my whole life. When I was little, I remember playing Barbies, and my friends were like, "Why are you humming? You know you're humming. You're just humming the whole time." And I don't even think about it. It just happens.
Oh, I hum and sing all the time, but I can't sing. But I don't care.
And I started singing in church when I was about 12, and I sang in different churches over the years. But it wasn't until I went to open mic somewhere in East Bangor that I met the guys from the Cody Templeton band, and they asked me if I'd like to join that. 2020.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it was
was
during
not
COVID.
that long ago.
It was during COVID. It was a time when everybody was kind of reassessing their lives, and that year I had decided I was going to start saying yes to opportunities. So when they asked me, I said yes, and it absolutely changed my life. I loved it.
I just started playing with a group of people too, and I'm not a spring chicken. You know, it's my first time as well, and it's a little. It's exciting because a lot of times people think that, you know, once you reach a certain age, oh, you know, I'm just going to stay home. I don't need to learn anything new, try anything new. So it's a wonderful thing that you explore your talents that way.
And I definitely felt like that. I had gotten married really young. I spent the last 20 years raising my kids, and I homeschooled them. And it wasn't until they went into public school and high school that I really started thinking about, what am I going to do when my kids are out of the house? What am I going to do with the rest of my life?
God. And I am sure so many of you can relate to that. I definitely get that, because you do put yourself aside.
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 girls.
Okay. And how old are they?
They are almost 21 and 17.
Oh, okay. So so now they're grown.
Yes.
You know, so you have the opportunity
and
to
the time.
expand your horizon and the time and the talent.
Well,
and
thank you.
why put that aside, right?
Thank you.
I'm glad you did.
It's intimidating though to start at this age. It really is. You can really lose your identity in just caring for little people and pouring everything that you have into them. It can be really easy to just lose who you are and what you want to do.
Absolutely.
You know?
So I'm sure you're talking to the moms out there, because this is really important. You know, I'm not going to lie. I know, you know, raising my 2 sons, I also homeschooled.
Okay.
Both my sons.
I didn't know that.
I did. We were involved in the church as well. So, but there were many times throughout the years that I felt like I wanted to be selfish.
Yes.
You know, because I was always in the fashion prior to that. And I was creative prior to that. And I loved raising my sons and doing all those things.
Yes, of course.
However, you know, there were times I was like, I just want to spend this money on me. You know, I want to do something for myself. I want to, you know, broaden. But, you know, it's a good thing that you came full circle, you know, from, you know, singing with your dolls to doing something with your talent.
It's very nerve-wracking to put yourself out there, but I mean, anybody who is doing stuff out, they had to go through that at some point. And I had to reach this point of realizing I am not the best in the world. I never will be. There will be always somebody who can do what I want to do better than I can, but that's no reason to stop doing it myself, you know?
No, when you first were introduced to playing with a band, since it was only 5 years ago, tell me about that process. Like, how did you feel? Were you like, no? Were you doubting yourself?
At first, I was very self-conscious. They brought me on at first as a backup singer. They saw that I could play keys because I played piano in my audition video. And they're like, we have a keyboardist now. I'm like, no, I don't play keys on stage. But it was a learning process. I really hit it off with the guys. We got along really well, and they made me feel very comfortable.
Important. Yeah,
it was definitely like a band family. So, and I loved interacting with the crowds. I loved that I could go to a gig and put on whatever crazy outfit I had always wanted to try that I can't wear to the grocery store. I had a place to just kind of be me in a way that I hadn't been able to do that before. Good for my self-confidence that I ended up finding that I would just wear whatever I wanted any day, you know? And if I go to the store in, you know, sequin pants, so be it.
Some of the songs?
I am. I actually, I started an album in 2020. Significant life change coming, and so I just started having these songs come to me, so I wrote them, and the band has been working on
that's
producing
fantastic.
them.
So now you're singing, you're writing music, and now let's talk about your art.
Oh,
You're
yes.
an amazing artist.
Thank
I've
you.
seen some of your pictures on Facebook.
Thank you.
Murals. She actually does murals and more.
I do.
more.
I'll paint anything.
Yeah.
Anything to paint.
How long have you been doing that?
So I started painting in middle school. I went to a private school that focused on the arts, and so I learned some watercolor techniques, and I've just kind of continued on with that. I didn't like that at all.
How did you go from that to murals? I mean, you've done some big projects, big
so
buildings.
Again,
right?
that was
Commercial
2020.
buildings.
I had been painting on canvases for a few years, and a friend of mine, Shannon Almanzar, invited me to join in the mural project that was going on in downtown Bangor in 2020 as kind of a way to boost people's moods and bring the community together. So I said yes, because I was saying yes in 2020.
Yes, I love that.
So that year I joined a band, and I painted my first 2 murals in downtown Bangor. And every time I'd finish one, I'd get another job for a new mural. So that was fantastic.
It's your business now?
Yes, so that's the main thing that pays the bills. But I'm full-time art
tell
and
the
music.
people how they can reach you for that, because I mean, these are businesses that are hiring you, right?
Yes.
But there are people
And
that
individuals.
may want, like I would love my fence painted,
Yes.
or this building painted,
Yes.
or there are people out there, which would be a great idea, to have a wall painted in your house instead of like red, pink, yellow, white.
Absolutely.
Paint
Yes.
a mural on your wall.
Anything you can think of. One of my favorites was a private mural for Shirley Ettinger out near Jacktown. She wanted me to paint her silo, so I painted a cow and sunflowers on her silo.
Oh.
But I've also done a lot of indoor murals, babies' rooms, or I did a big home theater with the Eagles football team
Wow.
on it. Like all the way around. It was very cool.
That's fantastic.
So if you're interested in a mural, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram under Sarah Lanier Art.
about this for a second.
Yes.
I know Sarah
this.
mentioned that this is not her color. She
This
doesn't like
color
bright
is
colors.
very bright. I
Yeah.
don't usually go with bright colors. I usually go with more earth tones or with like a rock star edge.
Yeah.
I do like that. But I do like this color. This is kind of
As soon as she
kinda
put
working.
this color on, I was like, that color, it does really, it goes well with your complexion. You grew up in a conservative home,
Yes.
right? I think you mentioned that in
Yes.
your bio. You had 10 siblings?
Yes.
All together
Yep.
with you?
Yep, all
10.
together, all single births, same parents,
Wow.
not Catholic. Did have
Wow.
TV.
My dad was one of 10 as well.
Really?
Yep.
It's
mhm.
very
But that was
rare
that
these
which
days.
one out of the 10?
I'm number 4.
Number 4.
It was all I knew. It was kind of crazy, but you always had somebody to hang out with, and
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
in Georgia.
Oh, you're from Georgia.
Yeah.
You're from the
Yeah.
South, girl. You better call me ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I can bring that southern accent out if I need to.
So did you guys like did you get hand-me-downs? and
Oh
that
yes,
kind of thing?
yes. I mean, I didn't even know what size pants I wore until I was a senior in high school. I never went to stores. I always just got my sister's hand-me-downs, or people would be like, "Man, they have a lot of kids. Let's give them clothes." And so I didn't really care what I wore until I went to private school in middle school, and at that point, I became keenly aware that I was not cool.
Oh.
I was not cool.
You were not one of the
All of my
popular
friends were
kids.
so cute. They were all dancers, and they all had name brand clothes, and I'm over here in jeans that are 3 sizes too big, and I never thought about it
Right.
until I saw, like, oh, this is not what other people are doing.
Yeah, and but you liked clothing, right? You
Mhm.
said you've always liked fashion.
Yes,
Did you
always.
base your likes, I guess, on what you saw in magazines or other people wearing at that time when you were not wearing those things? Did you what attracted you to it? What got you in that?
Honestly, I think it started with putting on an outfit. I remember very young, from one of the donation bags, somebody gave us this like matching set, shorts and a t-shirt, and it was heavily patterned. Definitely not cool, but I thought it was the coolest thing, and I felt so
It's the
put
artist in
together.
you.
Yes. So I think just over the years, when I put something on and it's like, yes, this feels like me. It feels like it fits my body well. Something that fits what you're feeling and
Yeah.
fits who you are,
Mhm.
and going out like that, and people can tell. You'll turn heads because you're walking with confidence and purpose.
Absolutely, and you're being you,
Yes.
and authentically you.
Yes.
And that is the best feeling. I highly tell you, guys and girls. You know what I mean? I don't follow trends. I wear what I want.
Yes.
I like what I like. I wear what I want. It doesn't matter. I'm not 20 anymore when I'm trying to figure out who I am. I already know who I am, right?
Yes.
Don't you feel the same way?
But I'm also always changing. I'm always finding new things that I like.
Exploring.
Yes.
It's fun to explore.
Bought the wigs actually right after I moved out, and I started wearing them out
It's
because
so much fun.
Because I don't care. I don't care what you think. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I want to do today,
And they look fantastic.
Thank you.
I love that pink one.
I do too.
I saw that picture of you in that. I'm like, oh my God, Sarah, look at you.
That would go really well with this, actually.
Yeah,
Thank you.
your journey throughout those years, from that time after that first outfit, what was your journey like up until now?
It kind of went to like mom wear for a little while there.
Which is what? What would you call mom wear?
Jeans or leggings, and t-shirts or sweatshirts, sweaters, just more loose fitting, comfortable stuff. And it wasn't actually until we moved to California, we lived outside of LA for a little while, that I really started to explore. And we never had a lot of money, so I often thrifted. Like 99% of my wardrobe is thrifted.
I've seen you wear wigs also.
Yes.
I do too. I mean, this is a clip-on.
I was just complimenting you on this the other night.
And I was telling her, and I tell people all the time, because they're like, oh, your hair's so beautiful. I have a multitude. Clip-on ponytails, clip-on hair. I have black, I have blonde, I have,
it's really about the mood, sometimes you wake up and you feel like a goddess, and you need goddess hair, and you need a goddess outfit, and you should go out like that. One of my favorite colors, actually. I love this color.
It is a crop top.
Yes.
I have multiple tops here, not all crop tops. She's just a skinny mini. She can get away with it. She can wear this stuff. Lucky. But I wanted her to throw this jacket on just to show, and it is too big on her, but at the same time, right now, it is a thing. I personally have always liked clothing to be a little big because I like
love
comfort.
Oversized tops.
Me too.
I really do.
Me too. I'm
Especially
over
the older
days
I
where
get.
I feel yes.
The older I get, the more I want to wear something kind of loose and drapey.
Do you mind standing? Just showing them this coat.
It's a matted frame, but
see, so it's kind of like a trench coat style. It ties. Pants. So I'm showing spring clothing now because I'm sure everybody's got their wardrobe for the winter. This is one of the dresses that she picked out that she said she would wear.
The sweater material. It's very soft and very comfortable. And I was looking at this other sweater. You could wear it like this, but then I probably would also, for a more dressed down, casual look, wear this sweater over the top.
What advice would you give anyone out there, male or female, about using fashion for self-expression?
Okay. If you don't know where to start, where I would usually start is, what mood are you in? Like, what are you feeling? What do you want to convey with your clothes? Are you feeling fierce? Are you feeling kind of cozy? Are you feeling artsy or like a rock star? It's for me, my outfits always start with what mood I'm in. What am I feeling that day? And what do I want to put out there? But then I would just recommend finding pieces that really fit your body well, learning what works on your body.
That's important.
And then branching out in different patterns and colors and styles. But look for things that fit you well, because the best dressed people are people who are wearing stuff that fits them perfectly.
100%. Sarah, would you just show some of these
sure. She asked me to bring some paintings. Here's a couple that I'm in progress on. This is a Franklin Hill Vineyard in Mount Bethel. This one was from 191. There's just this beautiful stretch that I always my breath is taken away by the sunsets. I love painting sunsets. I never get tired of it.
Do you actually go out there and sit and paint? You do?
No, the paint dries way too fast. So I take pictures. This is of a little spot in Bangor that I just fell in love with the light. It was like that nighttime where the lights are just turning on, the lamps are turning on, and I loved the lighting in that. Lake Mincy. My friend Lisa Newberry actually took this reference photo, but I just love the colors in the sunset. So these 4 will be available for purchase. Color portraits. You can find those on my Instagram too. Custom family portraits in watercolor.
That's good to know. That's fantastic. Great gifts too, by the way.
Yes.
Even if you don't do it for
and
yourself.
And that has a fast turnaround. They usually only take a day or two. So
the watercolor. Right, good to know. Well, now you know. Thrift. I'm located at 115 Clint Lane, Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, but I'm actually in Snydersville. I'm very grateful that you showed up today and spent this time with me. Sarah Lanier, Martha Dunn, Studio One Thrift. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
This is why we wear jackets. Cover up the rolls.